Which player in the NFL has a career in professional wrestling if they want it? So obviously we don't want to pick anybody who's already been like in the Royal Rumble or anything.
Of course.
I'm going to the Royal Rumble in January.
Okay.
The best pay-per-view available, people.
Ever.
The 1 through 30, the nostalgia pops, the edge pop from a couple years ago. That's it. That's the pay-per-view.
It's the best. It's the best. It's the best. It's still the best pay-per-view concept in professional wrestling.
Yes.
You don't even have to be into WWE's product currently to get some level of like, I want to know who's coming out next.
Yes.
It is just the dopest thing ever. It's really dope. So anyway, let's start with Mr. Sanudo.
I'll go with, okay, since I'm first, no one's going to steal this. I was like hoping no one takes this because this is a perfect one. I'm going to go with Vita Vey. I know you guys. It's totally original taking Vita Vey. I mean, the guy's 6'4", 346 pounds. You know, I'm praying for him. You know, I know he had a knee injury, you know, this weekend. So I think he's going to do okay. They said that, you know, there's positive news. Maybe he's not going to play next week. But, man, Vita Vey, you know, going by tacklers, you know, I'm surprised he went that far in the draft. It was a total steal by Tampa Bay. You know, I really had, I think, a couple teams before him. I think Washington could have gotten him. They didn't. And, you know, Tampa Bay picks up Vita Vey. I mean, this is a guy that just, I sound like Collinsworth. This is a guy, but, you know, this is a guy that just completely would kill it in pro wrestling. I'm not even a wrestling fan. I look at Vita Vey. He's the definition of it. You look up Vita Vey, he's a pro wrestler. So that's what I have.
He has that. He has
that bloodline, baby. Roman Reigns, the Usos, again, the Rikishi
thing.
The
Rock,
Rikishi.
That's my dog. That's my guy.
Rikishi as well.
Now, all right, Lorenzo, what do you got?
George Kettle. I decided on George Kettle.
He loves it. He wants to be there. He wants to be there.
I mean, he has the hair. He has like the zany persona.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, he's a wrestling fan. He has the frame. I mean, he's already built as a heavyweight, 6'5", 250. He's done WWE appearances, and just that whole persona that he has. I mean, he literally looks like somebody who could have wrestled Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage. He has basically that whole persona and that whole image.
That one's like a no-brainer for sure. Like, because I literally think if you asked him that, he's like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, so it's like it is what it is. All right, Paul, I'm very interested in it.
You know, this is interesting. I am a wrestling fan, been one from a long time, still a current one today. And this one just feels too obvious. But how could I not quench my thirst on this name? And I, of course, got to go with Lorenzo. You'll know this guy very well. That's Jaylen Ramsey.
Wow.
Jaylen.
He's a high flyer.
I did not think of this. Shame. Okay, because the first thing I look for when I'm looking for a wrestler isn't the wrestling. Of course, the wrestling is obvious, but people, you got to sell the people. It is an entertainment product. It's the spit and the fire on the mic. Yeah. And do we remember the Jalen Ramsey GQ article? Josh Allen, garbage. This guy, trash. Okay, he's trashing people left and right, and people that even became good. Josh Allen's like good now, but it was still awesome. That it doesn't matter if you're wrong, if you're just creative, if you spit some juice. That's what he's got. So Jalen Ramsey, he again can write the checks with his mouth, and we'll see if he can cash them with the athleticism, the talent, the versatility. He could be a little like Enzo Amore out there, and we'll see if he can deliver from that perspective in terms of the wrestling ability, but he certainly can on the mic. I want to see Jalen Ramsey in the WWE.
He beat the latest Florida State Seminole since Ron Simmons, a.k.a. Farouk.
Yeah.
And he did really well at WWE.
That's my dog right there.
Yeah.
That's my guy. All right. Right. So I couldn't settle on one. So I had to create a faction.
Wow.
I had to create it's not a full, it's just a 6-man tag. So 3 guys.
Oh, okay.
3 guys. We got DK Metcalf.
Oh, I love that. Love that.
Max Crosby.
Okay.
And Myles Garrett.
Wow.
Nice.
Now, Myles Garrett doesn't get to use the mic a lot because that's not his thing.
Yeah. No.
He's the monster
Mm.
who, if they let him come through, it's a problem. So we got insane athleticism. The ring work that DK Metcalf is probably capable of would just be ridiculous, right? Max Crosby's got the look.
Yes.
He looks like he could have been one of the nasty boys.
Yes, I love that.
Or poor man's Undertaker.
Yeah, I mean or he could have been, he's got the look. He is a talker on the field all day. He's running it. And so those three, I think, and here's the thing: if you know anything about Vince McMahon, he loves athletic freaks. He loves big, huge, muscle-bound, chiseled guys. Those are the guys he likes to thrust up as the stars, the guys that carry the flag for the promotion. And if Myles Garrett walks into Vince McMahon's office and just shows him 3 to 4 of the insanely athletic things he's capable of, I think he'd get a deal at the Performance Center quite promptly. So
just show the tape of Myles Garrett smashing a helmet on Mason Rudolph's head. I mean, booyah!
Yeah, there it is.
No disqualification. That's perfect for no DQ matches.
And I wouldn't even be shocked if Myles Garrett has some sort of appetite for professional wrestling. He's a huge anime fan.
Yes.
And whether you realize it or not, there's it's not that big of a disconnect, because it's all about characters, color, and the whole nine. It's an imaginative. Both of them are imaginative world. So.
And there is a clear path for Vince McMahon. Remember, Brock Lesnar, Vikings, Roman Reigns, Bill Goldberg. I mean, the football to wrestling either way.
The Rock as well.
People start wrestling, go to football, and football back to wrestling. That's a path Vince McMahon is extremely comfortable and familiar with.
Yes, and he loves athletes who have established themselves. I mean, Big E was played for Iowa.
Baron Corbin was another one.
He played in the NFL. Yeah, he played in the NFL as well. So it's a common thing. It's definitely a common flip over. So